Once again, there are growing calls for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza. These pro-Palestine activists demonstrated at the Constitutional Court, saying the people of Palestine's rights must be respected.
Well, we're joining hundreds of people around the country today, and in fact millions of people around the world, to make it clear that we're demanding a ceasefire now. We're standing in support of our government's case at the International Court of Justice. We're standing here outside the Constitutional Court to remind people of our apartheid struggle, of the way we relied on the international community for support for boycotts, divestments and sanctions. And we want to call for sanctions against the genocidal Israeli state.
Activists say the situation is untenable in the besieged enclave.
Over 30,000 people who've been killed, 75% of whom are women and children. Over 13,000 children have been slaughtered with bombs supplied by the West. And now, according to international human rights organizations, the people in Rafah, 1.5 million people in an area which is the size, actually, of roughly the Constitutional Hill precinct. They are now facing starvation. Children are already starving to death in the most horrific way.
Demonstrators have also thrown their weight behind the South African government's decision to take Israel to the International Court of Justice.
We know that Palestinians have been under occupation. 750,000 Palestinians were evicted in 1948, and now millions of Palestinians are destitute without a home. Hundreds of thousands are starving. And it is unconscionable that any religion should ever support this genocide that is happening in Palestine now.
Meanwhile, more countries and international organizations are expected to appear before the World Court this coming week on the legal consequences of the occupation of Palestinian territories by Israel. Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.